To get this project kicked off, and at least to the point where it can be compared to the GP7, I'm going to remove these side frames, front and back. All that's needed to do is to release 2 screws per side frame, there and there. Normally what I would do is also push out the lubricating wick that's right here and here. If it does not have one, I'm going to put some in, and I'm going to pre-soak them and then put them in. It will only be up here on the front motor. Of course, there's no motor mounted back here, so it really doesn't need them. So releasing 4 screws to get these off. The truck side frame and bottom plate assemblies have been removed. Now you're going to notice that as I had them in hand, but I think I've actually got a spare that I'll pull out to show. Of course, these are going to have the slide contacts on the front and back trucks, and of course then the coupler assemblies. What is possible for the owner, and would be my recommendation for the 370, is because the coupler bar is built into the frame, it won't need a coupler assembly. It'll just be the truck side frame and bottom plate, and that's it. In those early diesels, it was too early. They had not yet decided to put the slide contacts on diesels like those early 370s. So it'll just be the side frame and the bottom plate. With the side frame and bottom plates removed, I want to go ahead and remove the body. And it looks like this one has a screw right there that not only holds the body to the chassis, but also holds this headlight plate on. There's a screw there. There's one there. One here in the back. And that's it, 4, 2 front, 2 back. Now it is possible you may find one of these trains or multiple trains that are in a little bit better condition and haven't lost any screws. Therefore, they could have 3 on the rear and 3, actually 4 on the front. Now I'm just going to take those out using a long shaft screwdriver that I find fits that purpose very well. And it has been magnetized. Now I did not purchase it as magnetized, I magnetized it. All I did was take a strong magnet that sometimes you find on tools or things that are permanently, that are intended to be attached to a metal wall or structure that are intended to support weight. And all you do is you put the magnet at this location and you pull it down. You rotate it about 1/6 of the way. You do it again, rotate it again, rotate and pull slowly, and you should have a magnetized screwdriver. If you find that your screwdriver is not quite strong enough to pull the screw out, because really the main purpose that I use a magnetized screwdriver is to hold the screw in place so that I can insert it and then twist it without having to get my hands down in there. But if it doesn't pull the screw out, I recommend you get one of these telescoping pointers that has a pretty strong magnet on the tip, and use that hopefully to retract the screw. That was not loose enough yet, or I need to pull up on the motor or pull away on the motor so to release the chassis, pull the screw out. And notice I've wrapped this screw in plumber's tape to give it a little bit more tackiness in the location where it is set. May have done that on the front one as well. Nope, didn't have to. So now I'm ready to pull the chassis out. And I know there's probably a variety of different ways to do this, but my standard is simply start on one end or the other, just pick it out. When it's a single motor like this, I usually start on the dummy truck end and start lifting it up and out, not trying to do the whole thing at once. The binding, if it's going to take place, is going to be right here in the center. And yes, you may have to scrape these a little bit on the plastic. It may make some loud scraping noises, but just keep working with it. And then when you get this end out a little bit further, you should be able to grasp it in the center and go ahead and work it all the way out. And that's it. And now we're ready to do the comparison. Okay, well that kicks off both of these projects, having explained their differences, which really need to be highlighted. Each one will go its own way. This one will be done first because all I need to do to get that entire consist on a video and explained and show you how I built the passenger coaches. The only thing that stands between this one running is this. Get that on there and everything else is finished, but I am going to take the time to demonstrate how I built those other coaches. This one will come later. It will only be just a total ground up rebuild and replacement of some components that are missing from that train. Thanks again for watching Dave's American Flyer Trains. So long, everyone.